I don't really want to see me. I'm not the focal point.
I know you're not the focal point.
It's cool. It's cool. That's not good. We're in big trouble if she says it's cold. No touch.
Okay. Oh, do you want to be in this or no?
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Well, you need to scoot in further.
Okay. All right,
Okay.
we'll do it.
Hold on.
All right. The button's right there in the front.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
Hey, it's Troy from Scare Hollow, and I have the distinct honor to have with me tonight a very special guest, Mr. Scott Shier.
Say hello, Scott.
Hello. Scott comes to us from Sheer Terror Halloween Home Haunt over in Beaverton, Oregon. And I'm over here in Wood Village, Oregon. He's about a straight shot to the other side of the river over in Beaverton. And I figured that tonight would be one of the last probably nights that we'll be able to hang out together before Halloween, probably, because we're really building our haunt. You may be asking yourself, is Scott a little too skinny? We've discussed it, and yes, he's too skinny. So I did have some questions for him, and due to some technical difficulties earlier, we were not able to film the rest of the questions. So I'm going to fill in and summarize what Scott told us earlier. So I asked him, when did you start haunting, and how did you get started? Scott, just care to explain? No. He wants me to explain. He has loved Halloween since he was a little kid, and thoroughly enjoyed the holiday, loved dressing up, getting candy, all that kind of stuff, and loved scaring kids, scaring everybody. Just loved the whole idea of Halloween. And he actually, when he moved from his apartments and stuff he actually lived with his in-laws for a little bit. Him and his wife lived with his in-laws, and he did up the front porch and kind of the yard and stuff like that, and for a couple years, and then he moved out. Well, what ended up happening was people went back to his in-laws' house when there was no decorations up. And, well, where's the decorations? So his in-laws sent him over to his house, where he now resides. So he has been doing it since 2000, he said, which is pretty long time from little stuff to to what he has today. And so he's always loved Halloween, but basically just what got him started was local haunt groups and the internet and seeing what everybody else builds, and it just got the bug like we all did, and just went off. I asked him, I said, what is your theme this year? And Scott said he has a haunted house. And I said, a haunted house on Halloween? That's new. But to be honest, Scott's version of a Halloween haunted house and your normal run-of-the-mill boom haunted house is very different. He has a gigantic facade in front of his house that he's been building over the last several months, and I think he's probably one of the furthest along of any home haunter that I've seen so far of complete facades. He has quite a facade done, and he's now going to start on the interior. Supposedly tonight he has to paint 400 roof tiles or roofing panels of some sort. So he's probably doing that right now, and it's dark out, but haunters love the dark. So and he said that he came up with it based on, he had an idea of a single room, and he had seen it elsewhere. I forget where he said, but he had a single room with a seance table in the middle, and all the scares came at you from different angles in different parts of the room. Well, the idea just blossomed from there, like most of us have a problem with. We have one little idea, and then it gets huge. So he then developed it into multiple rooms inside of his garage and a little bit outside, inside the facade, and then into the garage, where the main focus will be the seance table. And that led me into his favorite part of the haunt, or what it will be. And he said that the seance table and the seance room will be his favorite part. And without giving a lot away of what's going to go on there, we can't do that. And and I said, what would be your nemesis project or prop? That we all have that one prop that just nobody can finish, or it just causes problems. You can't find the pieces. It's just problem after problem after problem. We all have those. Every year we have at least one. And so his is going to be the seance table. He has a lot of things he wants to do with it, and he's hoping he can get at least half of it done, if not more. So if you're in the Beaverton area and you want to lend a hand, contact Scott, and he'll probably, I don't know how much longer this one's going to last, so he might need a few hands. And I asked him, where is he located, and how can we find out more about him? He said that he is located at sheerterror.com. That's his website. And he's also on Facebook, but that's only for people that know him. So I'll edit that part. He is also, he lives in Beaverton, and it's Beaverton, Aloha, Hillsboro area, right in the middle there. So his address and directions are on his website. I know for sure he's open Halloween, but there will be other times that he's probably open on his website. So he may only be open Halloween night. I don't know. But definitely go see him, and keep tabs on sheerterror.com for he has some pictures and videos of years before, and then doesn't want to give away anything for this year. So yeah, that was Scott with Sheer Terror, and so the second part of this video was supposed to be us getting the ALS ice bucket challenge, and we did it. I was sitting in that chair and Scott was sitting here, and my wife gleefully dumped water on me and then on Scott, and we were both soaking wet, and it was very, very, very cold. And at the end of this part, I will show you the very end part, because for some reason our camera paused or something, I don't know. So the ALS challenge, I actually said at the end of I'll show you the other part of the video as well at the end of this, but we did finish it with a second segment of the nominations and the reasoning behind the ALS challenge. But donate if you can, and we decided to take the ice bucket because I don't have $100. But I will be donating $10 as will Scott, and we both got dumped with ice, and my wife thoroughly enjoyed it. So we did do it, and I have video proof of the fact that we are soaking wet. So Becky Noonan, thank you for challenging us, and sorry we couldn't do the whole bit of it, but everybody knows what it is, and it's not really for the ice bucket, it's more for the disease and for bringing awareness and doing what we can to help. So ice or no ice, it was still fun, and me and Scott had a blast. And so we also went and visited a new up-and-coming home haunter here, Christy Sedgwick. She lives out here in Gresham as well. So we actually have 3 haunts out here in Gresham right now. We have Scare Hollow, and we have actually 4 if you count the Pro Haunt House of Shadows. And then we also have Christy Sedgwick Haunt, which we need to help her name. And also we have Witch Creek Cemetery, which is where Becky Noonan came from, as in who she challenged us. So I will edit this part back into where the end of me and Scott getting dumped on, and then the nominations. Thank you.
Whew, there you go. That was fun.
That was
Happy early birthday to me!
Yeah, that's all you're getting.
wow.
That's all you're getting.
Are you sure you don't want to give Daddy hugs? Daddy's all wet.
Like you give me hugs, I give you hugs.
No.
Oh, you're wet. Logan, you want a hug?
No.
No.
You like how he moved?
He was.
away?
I know. He was like.
I was like, wait a minute, there's water.
He was like, I'm moving.
So evidently we had some technical difficulties with our ice bucket challenge, but I wanted to make sure that we got our nominations out. So I nominated Sean Morse and Jesse Loggers and the entire Davis Graveyard crew.
Yeah. And I nominated Scott Taterlin and Grant McDonald up in Canada, and Laura Neely from Hotwire Foam Factory. So I do have video. We did do it. Scott's still actually in the clothes that we got him wet in. I changed, but we did do it, It's just the camera cut out for some reason, and so I have video of us already all wet and the buckets coming off our heads. So I do have proof that we were wet and that we were covered in water and that it was dumped on us, and my wife being all excited about dumping water on us. So we have proof, and so the ice bucket challenge is the $100. Well, you donate $100 to ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease, or you get the ice bucket over your head and you donate $10. So we are both going to do that because we both got the bucket, so we're both going to donate $10. We will put the links on the bottom. And I also did a quick interview with Scott about his haunt. I will basically kind of just post up a transcript of what it was, basically, because we did it twice and neither time it took. So he is out at Sheer Terror.
I take the blame. It's my fault.
He came and then my camera didn't work. It's out. Yes, Sheer Terror. He's out in Hillsborough, Beaverton, Aloha area, and it's sheerterror.com, and it's very awesome. And his is going to be very, 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 very awesome. And then of course there's Scare Hollow, but you guys are all coming to that anyway, so you might as well come to that and then go to Scott or other way, So, all right. Well, thank you, and
I'm gonna go get warm.
He's going to go get warm and continue building his haunt. See ya.
All right.